Our topic to be presented is about break-even analysis. So, the learning objectives of our report was for us to first, determine the break-even point on linear function, determine the critical points of a nonlinear functions, evaluate the relation of the break-even point quantity and revenue to the total revenue and total cost function, and analyze the changes of the selling price, variable cost, and fixed cost of the break-even quantity. So here, we will tackle the basic concepts about break-even analysis, its component, the definition of fixed and variable cost, notations, and graphical approach being applied in every break-even analysis problems. And to clearly analyze and determine the revenue needed to cover total cost, we will be presenting to you the linear and nonlinear profit problems and its solutions. So now, let us tackle the lesson number 1. So break-even analysis is said as the determination of the number of units that must be produced and sold to equate total sales with total cost that has been used by decision makers with the interrelationship of cost, volume, and profit. So, meaning, break-even analysis is an important aspect of a good business plan since it helps the business to determine the cost structure and the number of units that need to be sold in order to cover the cost and make profit. Break-even analysis is also referred to as cost-volume analysis. Why? Because cost-volume analysis is a method of cost accounting that also looks at the impact that varying levels of cost and volume have on operating profit. It is also commonly known as break-even analysis that looks to determine the break-even point for different sales volume and cost structure. And break-even point is the volume of sales for which total sales equals total cost, where the profit is equals to 0. However, the break-even point is calculated by dividing the fixed cost of production by the price per unit minus the variable cost of production. And this will be tackled in the latter part of the report. Now, let us proceed to the components of break-even analysis. So, first is the volume. Volume is expressed as the number of units or quantity produced and sold. So, ito yung tinatawag nating dami o bilang ng isang certain product. And then next is the profit. I know that all of us know that the profit is the amount earned or generated by the sale of a product o yung tubo na na-earn natin sa pagbebenta ng isang produkto o pagbibigay ng serbisyo. And lastly, the cost or expenses. So cost expresses the amount of money that is spent on the production and creation of a good or service. Sa madaling sabi, ito ay ang mga kagastusan na ibinabawas natin to determine the profit of our business. And now, let us proceed on determining what is fixed and variable cost. So, fixed cost is the cost that is independent of the volume of units produced. It does not change with an increase or decrease in the amount of goods or services produced or sold. So, meaning, fixed costs are expenses that have to be paid by a company independently of any specific business activities. Examples are the rental, management salaries, property taxes, and others. Bakit? Kasi for example, suppose that I have a shirt company. My shirt company has a fixed cost of 10,000 pesos per month to rent the machine that I have used to produce shirts. So, kahit hindi ako makaproduce ng shirts in a month, I still need to pay the 10,000 pesos cost of renting the machine. And if I produce 20,000 pieces shirts in a month, still 10,000 pa din ang babayadan ko for the space rent. Next is the variable cost. So, the variable cost is determined on a per unit basis in gross in direct proportion to the volume of sales. Ang examples nito ay ang material cost, direct labor cost in manufacturing, utilities in production, and others. So, variable cost is said as a company's costs that are associated with the number of goods or services it produces. So, a company's variable cost increases and decreases with its production volume. When production volume goes up, the variable cost will increase. On the other hand, if the volume goes down, so the variable costs are also do the same. For example, again, if I have a shirt company. So my shirt company produces sports shirts for a cost of 200 pesos each. So if my company produces 150 units of sports shirts, its variable cost will be 30,000 pesos. However, if my company does not produce any units or any shirts, it will not have any variable cost for producing the shirt. So, kumbaga, ang variable cost ay madedetermine mo base sa kung ilang units ang na-produce mo in a certain period of time. And for the notations used for break-even analysis, X is for volume of output or sales in units. P is for profit, SP is for selling price per unit, VC is for variable cost, FC is for fixed cost, TC is for total cost for units, TR is for total revenue from the sale of units, BEQ is for break-even quantity. So later, you will be able to clearly analyze the uses of these notations as we show you an example of problem solution. And for graphical approach of break-even analysis, here is the figure 6.1. So based on the graph, the lower level refers to the volume or unit of the product being produced. And at the left side, it pertains to the cost of the unit produced. Thus, if you plot the cost and unit of production, it refers to variable cost. Then, as you can see, this horizontal line represents the fixed cost. It is always straightforward since what I've said before, the fixed cost does not change. Then this line with positive or upward slope represent the total cost, in which this red point at which they cross each other is the what we call break-even point. And the difference between the total cost line and the total revenue line before the point of intersection is the loss area. So this shaded part is the what we call the loss area. It means every additional unit sold before the break-even point reduces the loss. And then the difference between the total expenses line and the total revenue line after the point of intersection is the what we call profit area. And for additional explanation, the figure 6.1 that I've showed you represents the equations plotted on the same set of axes. It also illustrates both cost function and revenue function. Thus, the intersection of the total revenue and total cost is the what we call break-even point. In such, at higher sales, the business will generate a profit because the revenue line is higher than the cost line. And the profit is the vertical separation of the lines above the break-even point. So, at zero sales volume, there are no sales volume and variable cost, but the company still incurs the fixed cost. And this is the end of the lesson number 1. Thank you!